Hello, hello, my friends. Welcome back to another edition of some treasure hunt searches in your quarters. That's right. I'm your host, Sean, with Blue Ridge Silverhound, bringing you back for another, treasure hunt is probably the best way to describe what I have for you today. You might want to bookmark this video on your favorites page. Because you're going to have a nice little soiree of various photo reference guides for you to peruse at your leisure as you're looking through the 1970s quarters, or all the quarters, I guess. People are looking for those West Point quarters. Why not maximize what you can find? All the coins in this particular decade, that's right, 1970s. By the way, not usually synonymous with rare and valuable, but in this case, I'm willing to make an exception for this decade. That's right. This is an unstoppable opportunity for any roll hunter out there, or maybe just an avid searcher of their pocket change or piggy banks. You never know when a coin worth a few $100s or a few $1,000s could be hiding, lying in wait, waiting for you to discover that coin. Yes, the U.S. Mint screwed up royally on our quarters in the 1970s. If you thought the 1960s were bad and given us collectors a lot of meat on the bone to kind of pursue, the 1970s are equally as exciting and stimulating to jump right into when you're trying to find some really amazing doubled dies, okay, coins you could really sink your teeth into. I'm probably the most passionate and excited about talking about this subject. So I have 6 marquee 1970s Washington quarters that I'm willing to bet 95% of you don't even bother looking at, and you might want to change your tune after you watch this video. So stay tuned, enjoy, grab a cup of tea or coffee, whatever you want to do, as we embark into some pretty serious 1970s Washington quarter doubled dies. You're going to love it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the first one, and we're going to go in ascending order from 1970 to as high as, well, the highest date possible that we have doubled dies for the 70s. So the first one is going to be a 1970D Washington quarter. Now keep in mind, okay, these are mint mark specific, so I'll tell you exactly which mint the coins are going to be that you're going to focus on. So this one is a Denver minted coin. As you can see, it looks like a plain Jane, just run-of-the-mill 1970D, but upon closer examination, voila, this is the FS 101 double die obverse. If you can see right here on screen, you have some pretty amazing doubling in God We Trust. You can see the doubled serifs and the ends of the letters and the tips and everything like that. But a lot of the doubling is going to be in the date. Okay, you can totally see the split serifs. You can see the double digits in each one of these. It's simply amazing. And of course, the mint mark is not going to be doubled. Those were punched independently from all the rest of the design devices on that master hub. So this is a really sweet double die, extremely valuable. Again, this is a coin even in the lowest grades, identifiable, and they're worth a few $100s. So if you found one in lower condition, which I feel like that's where the grade level that a lot of people are going to find these in, okay, you could be talking about a few $100 extra that you never had before, and these coins are highly liquid on the secondary market. eBay is my favorite choice to sell these. You can sell them raw, take really good close-up photos, bing, bang, boom, and then you are in good shape. You're on easy street with these varieties. So this is the first one, the FS 101 double die obverse. Again, really amazing, very dramatic doubling on this coin. All right, so we have the 1970D. This is double die obverse number 2, or FS 102. Okay, this is the second variant of the double die. Probably the least stimulating, but believe it or not, this one carries a little bit more value because it is just exponentially more rare. Okay, there's only 2 known examples of this coin that has been discovered and subsequently graded. But if you want to find it, okay, this is what you're going to want to look for on this coin. Now, it's always easier to identify the FS102 on a much higher graded coin. But even on the lower graded stuff, you could still pick up, you know, like this little split serif on the L right here. Also on the bottom left of the I, and along every other letter, the bottom left is going to have that split serif. Now, you get into the higher grades, you could actually see the doubling line splitting, and just these letters are like twice as wide as what they normally would be. So this is a phenomenal example right here. Again, a very expensive coin. The one documented high sale of this coin was on Heritage Auctions, January of 2012, in the amount of $2,875. And again, there's only been 2 examples found and subsequently graded by a third-party grading service like NGC or PCGS. This coin is not one full round. It is rare. Okay, so the doubling isn't quite as strong as FS101, so you can even see some of the see how elongated the 0 is here. The 7 is doubled. Okay, you can see a little bit of the splitting right here. The 9 to 1, to a lesser extent, In God We Trust, you don't see a lot of doubling there. But in Liberty and the date, okay, those are going to be your main sweet spot points on these coins. Okay, so that's the 70D FS102 double die offers. The next one is going to be another 1970D. This time, this particular coin is going to have the doubled die reverse. This one is also known in the Cherry Picker's Guide as FS801, and this one is an absolute monster. Definitely keep an eye out for this coin. Now, what exactly are we going to be looking at on the reverse of the coin? $quarter is probably the best area to really pick up on the doubling. Now, it's not the strongest doubling that you'll ever see on any of these quarters, but pay close attention to the splitting serif areas on any one of the letters. The U, the R, the T, E, you know, you can see that splitting there. So this is, for the most part, a relatively minor doubled die, but it is quite extensive, and therefore its inclusion in the Cherry Picker's Guide variety gives this one a lot more notoriety in variety collecting. This one right here, the highest known sale of this coin, was on Great Collections, August of 2014 for $2,640. Again, you get a coin that you're able to see these diagnostics on the double die reverse, and you take good pictures. You could sell these in lower grades for a couple, $200 or $300. It's real easy money in the bank. All right, so keep an eye out for this one as well. All right, so we got out of the 1970 date. Okay, now we are looking at 1971. Okay, the one big thing that it's missing on this coin is a mint mark. All right, so there's no D or S or anything like that, which means this is a Philadelphia minted example that you see here. Now, this one is a doubled die reverse. There's only one doubled die known for 71p, and it's the FS801 in the Cherry Picker's Guide. This is one of my favorites. It is also the most expensive doubled die out of all 6 of the coins I'm going to talk about in this video. So we're going to be looking at, again, $quarter. You could see quite a bit of doubling. You could see this letter A right here is absolutely incredible, and so is the U. You could see the secondary U on there, the Q. This one is about as strong as it gets. This is one of the most strongest doubled dies you're going to lay eyes on. Again, having a good magnifier is going to be paramount when you're searching through these varieties. Okay, I sound like a broken record, but I'm going to talk about it in every single video. If you don't have the tools, you're never going to be able to see these with enough effectiveness. So this one right here, this one you can make a lot more money on. Okay, lower graded examples tend to sell for $750 to $1,000. You know, like VF30 to XF40. You get into the really high grades, and money really talks. As a matter of fact, on February of 2017, Heritage Auctions sold one of these examples in Mint State 65 for $8,813. Again, if you got a coin that's high grade with this type of doubled die on the reverse, again, you're going to be talking about a coin that's worth many thousands of dollars. Not a lot of people know that, okay? But here you go. Here's a coin that probably has been passed not only through my hands dozens of times or more, I don't know, in my lifetime, but you know, just think about how many times you've spent this coin in varying degrees of grade, okay? It might make you sick, but again, pay attention to it now. These coins are worth a lot of money. All right, we got another one here. This one is the 1971D, okay? It has a Denver mint mark, and this one is kind of solid looking. For the mint marks, they're normally filled, okay? So they don't take any stock in that. What's really more important about this coin is that there is a known doubled die reverse, okay? It's the FS801 in the Cherry Picker's Guide. And this one you're going to look at, again, $quarter. There's a lot to look at here, okay? You see a lot of doubling like on this R, the E, right here, the T. This one is a really strong one as well. And I'm happy to say that this one is probably a little bit more readily available, okay? Check out these eagle feathers right here. You can see the doubling. How cool is that? This one right here, okay, you know, if you found one in lower grade, is probably the cheapest one on the list because of its availability. These tend to sell for about $100 to $150, $200 for lower graded specimens. Okay, the highest graded example sold at auction was actually an XF40. There's not a whole lot of these known in higher grades, and that one sold on Heritage Auctions April of 2012 for $1,093. And then finally, probably my favorite double die out of the whole 1970s decade Washington Quarter series is none other than the Bicentennial Drummer Boy, right? This is a coin that is iconic as being probably one of the earliest renditions of a commemorative in the Quarter series, okay? It beat out the State Quarter series by 13 years, actually longer than that, right? 23 years, because the State Quarter started in 99. This one is a 76. Of course, it's synonymous with Americana, and you have that iconic Drummer Boy reverse. Now, this one right here, you're going to look for the FS101 doubled die offers, an incredibly valuable coin even in the lowest grades. The coin that you see on screen is actually an AU58. It's the best that I could find for you guys, but again, with this kind of grade, you also know what you're looking at. Look at the incredible doubling on Liberty, and this is going to be your main pickup point for this particular doubled die on this coin. This one right here is highly desirable because of its tie-in to the anniversary independence and the Drummer Boy design, the Bicentennial. It is incredible. With all that, those things considering, this is a coin in lower grades that sell for about $250 to $400 pretty easily. The highest sold sale of this coin was a Mint State 65 that sold on Heritage Auctions July of 2019 in the amount of $3,246. And again, if I'm able to find one of these, I want to pick one up. Okay, that's how important this coin is to modern day variety hunting. And again, if you guys are looking for some extra cash, check these coins out. You know how many of these out there exist. For this particular Bicentennial Quarter, again, this is the Denver minted coin. All right, not the Philadelphia. You can only find this variety on the 1976 D coin. All right, so make sure you keep that in mind as you're searching through these. Again, there's a lot of opportunity, unstoppable amounts of opportunity. How much work you put in looking through your quarters will determine what you get back, okay? There couldn't be a better time to search through your coins than today. A lot of people have a lot of free time. Why not do it? Okay, so I want to thank everyone for joining in on this video. Hopefully you guys picked up an extra tidbit or two in the coin collecting field. Again, it's a lot of fun. There's a lot to look for. Again, feel free to share the video to anywhere on the social media universe. And then, of course, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Blue Ridge Silverhound. I'm your host, Sean, for today. I want to thank you guys again for joining up on this great video. And as always, Coinaholics, we are discovering together. You guys take care, happy hunting, and I'll see you on the next one.